Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Don Wishon, and I'm the post quartermaster for 2100 where we're at. I'm a retired Navy vet. Served our country for 20 years. I did 3 tours in Vietnam. I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon, Vietnam Service Ribbon, Vietnam Cross of Gallantry, and numerous others. I joined the VFW in January of 2011. I served as Junior Vice Commander, Post Commander, Quartermaster from 2015 to present, and I was District Commander from 2014 to 18. And I've held various positions at all levels of the VFW. 125 years ago today, America's veterans came home from war, wounded and left to fend for themselves. There was no medical care, no benefits, and often little hope. On September 29, 1899, the veteran landscape would change forever, thanks to 13 Spanish-American War veterans who banded together for change, laying the foundation of what would become the VFW. VFW members have been instrumental in passing nearly every significant piece of legislation passed in the 20th and 21st century. And we will remain steadfast in our advocacy efforts for veterans, service members, and their families. The Veterans of Foreign Wars is a nonprofit veteran service organization comprised of eligible veterans, military service members from active, Guard, and Reserve forces. We have many programs, most of which you're going to hear today, and services that work to support veterans, service members, their families, as well as our community. The VFW mission is to foster camaraderie among the United States veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve the veterans, military, and our communities, and to advocate on behalf of all veterans. Our vision is to ensure the veterans are respected for their service, always receive their earned entitlements, and are recognized for their sacrifices and their loved ones that have made on behalf of our great country. The core values always put the interests of our members first, treat donors as partners in our cause, promote patriotism, honor military service, ensure care of veterans and their families, serve our community, and promote a positive image of the VFW and respect the diversity of veteran opinions. The VFW motto, no one cares more for veterans. Our post motto, it's not what you paid to become a member, it's what you paid to become eligible. And I'm stealing my motto from one of our past national commanders, and that is every veteran counts. On my left, I have my state commander, Post Commander David Everett, my senior vice commander, Mark Connick, our committee chair, Steve Cooley, my junior vice commander, Megan Seeplick, and our auxiliary president, Sharon Skurlock. I would like to introduce our special guest, Captain Stacy Withier, Commanding Officer of Naval Station Everett, Perry Taylor, our State Commander for the state of Washington.
Comrade Commander, thank you.
I didn't want to salute, but I guess I will.
Gotcha.
My past State Commander, Greg Daugherty.
It's always a pleasure, Don.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Again.
That's what I'm doing. 0 for 2.
Elaine Taylor, who is the State Auxiliary Chief of Staff. Let's see. Joe Chartier, he's the commander of the standard post 2122288. That's it. There's so many twos in the middle of it.
There's a lot of twos in it.
And I don't see. Nope. So next on, I really want to thank our donors for the raffle gifts that we've got. They are Mark Obama, Greg Brown, Fred Walsh, Jeff Rawson, Fisherman Jack, and then our meal today is done by Taste of Hawaii, Cindy Pa. With that, since the mayor did not show up, proclamation. Whereas the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States was founded in 1899 by a small group of veterans who returned from campaign from Cuba and the Philippines, banded together to create an organization that would advocate on behalf of all veterans. And the VFW is a nonprofit veteran service organization comprised of eligible veterans, military service members from active, guard, and reserve forces. And the VFW mission to foster camaraderie among United States veterans of overseas conflict, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, and to advocate on behalf of all veterans. And since the inception of the VFW has been instrumental in the establishment of Veterans Administration, the National Cemetery System, and the creation of every National Veterans Memorial. And the VFW has played a vital role virtually in every significant piece of veteran legislation passed in the 20th and 21st century, and honoring our PACT Act among the most significant expansion of veterans benefits in history. And the VFW's 125th anniversary being observed September 29th, this day shall be officially known as VFW Day. Now, therefore, it be resolved, I, Cassie Franklin, Mayor, City of Everett, do hereby proclaim September 29th as Veterans of Foreign Wars Day. In honor of the VFW's invaluable contributions to the veteran community in Everett and around the world, we hereby stand with the VFW to ensure the veterans are respected for their service, always receive their honored entitlements, and are recognized for the sacrifices that they and their loved ones have made on behalf of this great country. Signed, this 25th day of September 2004, Cassie Franklin, Mayor, City of Everett, Washington. That being said, I don't like standing up in front of here, so I'd like to introduce my post commander, David Everett.
Happy birthday, comrade. How does it feel to be 125? So my job is to give us the history. The Veterans of Foreign Wars is an organization of U.S. war veterans who fought in wars, campaigns, expeditions on foreign lands, waters, or airspace as military service members. Established on September 29, 1899 in Columbus, Ohio, the VFW is currently headquartered in Kansas City, Missouri. It was federally chartered in 1936. The VFW resulted from an amalgamation of several societies formed immediately following the Spanish-American War. In 1899, little groups of veterans returning from campaigns in Cuba and the Philippine Islands founded local societies upon a spirit of comradeship known only to those who faced the dangers of war. Similar experiences and common language drew them together. One being the American Veterans of Foreign Service, established by veterans, was established in Columbus, Ohio, September 29, 1899, by Spanish-American War veteran James C. Putman. The Colorado Society Army of the Philippines was organized in Denver, Colorado on December 12, 1899 by General Irving Hale of Denver. Shortly thereafter, a society known as the Foreign Service Veterans was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on October 1901. The Ohio-based group and the Pittsburgh-based group held a joint convention in 1905, where the two groups merged. Oh Lord, okay. The two groups merging, the final two groups, was talked about as early as 1908, but wasn't established until 1913. August 1913, an encampment was held in Denver where they merged their interests, identities into a national organization known as the VFW. So that's the history. Now some of the purpose. The purpose of the VFW is to speed rehabilitation of the nation's disabled and needy veterans, assist veterans, widows, and orphans, and the dependents of needy or disabled veterans, and promote Americanism by means of education, in patriotism, and by constructive service to local communities. The organization maintains both its legislative services and central office of its national rehabilitation services in Washington, D.C. The later nationwide program services disabled veterans of all wars. Members and non-members alike in matters of government compensation and pension claims, hospitalization, civil service, and employment. Some of the VFW's most notable members include Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, Harry Truman, the 33rd President of the United States, Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, John Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, George Bush, so quite a few presidents, Albert Gore, Robert Kennedy, General John Pershing, Major General Smedley Butler, Sergeant Elvin York, Medal of Honor recipient, First Lieutenant Audie Murphy, Medal of Honor recipient, Carl Sandburg, three-time Pulitzer Prize winner, Roger Staubach, Pro Football Hall of Fame, and John Swigert, American astronaut and politician. I would now like to introduce Senior Vice Mark.
Could have put me on the right page.
I turned the page.
Wow. Got the wrong page here for me. That's all right. Here. Membership eligibility. Citizens or nationals of the United States of America serving honorably in the United States Armed Forces in a foreign war or overseas operation recognized by a campaign medal in Korea after June 30th, 1949, and recipients of the hostile fire or imminent danger pay. Veterans of World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Persian Gulf, Somalia, Kosovo, Afghanistan, Iraq, and other small expeditionary campaigns, as well as occupation duty to qualify. These are their criteria to becoming a member of the VFW. Partner organization, a national service organization, the auxiliary of the VFW was founded in 1949 and is the backbone of any local VFW volunteer effort. Membership size. As of 2023, the VFW has 1.4 million members nationwide and worldwide, and auxiliary members forming 6,000 local posts group into 52 districts covering the 50 states in the Asia Pacific area and Europe. Organizational structure. Thousands convene each year at the VFW's National Convention to elect officers, adopt resolutions, and discuss business affairs. Leading the organization are elected Commander-in-Chief, Senior Vice Commander-in-Chief, and Junior Vice Commander-in-Chief. The National Council of Administration serves as the VFW's Board of Directors. Our priority issues for the year 2024 to 2025. Budget. Fully funded programs for veterans, service members, and their families. Healthcare. Provide service members and veterans timely access to highly quality healthcare without increasing cost shares. Disability assistance and membership affairs. Ensure veterans and their dependents have timely access to earned benefits. Education, employment, and transition assistance. Provide veterans the opportunity to succeed after leaving the military service. Military quality of life. Maintain a quality and comprehensive benefits and retirement package that is the backbone for all volunteer force. And finally, national security. Foreign Affairs and POW/MIA fully support service members in their mission to fight the war on terrorism and to protect our nation's citizens and interests around the world. That is our membership criteria, that is our organizational structure and membership size, and that is the priorities for this upcoming year. Now I'd like to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart as well as yours. That's the Veterans Military Support Programs. The VFW Veterans and Military Support Programs is an umbrella for two successful and long-standing programs, Unmet Needs and the Military Assistance Program, MAP. These initiatives focus on troop support. MAP is the link between the VFW and the community. MAP is designed to promote the VFW interaction within the local community and throughout the adopted unit program. MAP grants are available to posts, districts, and departments who participate in a variety of morale-boosting functions as well as farewell and welcome home events. I know the Navy folks are really proud of that. You guys go away a lot and come back a lot. Unmet Needs. Unmet Needs assists military service members and their families who run into unexpected financial difficulties as a result of deployment or of hardships directly related to military service. Assistance is in the form of a grant up to $1,500. Unmet Needs assist with basic life needs such as mortgage and rent, home and auto repairs, insurance, utilities, food, and clothing. We are consistently working with commands and their organizations to inform and work with military members about the following areas: predatory claims, suicide prevention, transition from service, and retirement and military personnel. First responders. Annually, we seek to recognize outstanding first responders for their work in the community. We try to honor them in 5 different categories: police officers, firefighters, EMTs, 911 operators, and EOD personnel. All these people are heroes as well as our military personnel. The VFW has also donated $70,000 in support of Park University's Valor Medal Review Project, a research initiative to appropriately recognize those who may have been denied military service medals based on racial basis. As we've said, nobody does more for veterans than the VFW. And at this time, I'd like to introduce not only our committee chairman, but our assistant quartermaster, Steve Colley.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for coming out. It's been a trying time for me and Don getting this ready, and thank you for all the support we got from everybody that helped out. I'm here to talk to you about something that's very dear to some of the veterans that are in this room that have gone to school and got their degrees in the past, JROTC, or used their GI Bills or whatever. Over the process of the few years and what the VFW has done here in the past, quite a few things in years, the VFW stepped up and come up with some programs. One of the big one is the VFW has went together with Sports Clip, and it's a program called Sports Clips Help a Hero Scholarship. It was introduced in 2013, and it's a program that awards a $5,000 scholarship to qualifying veterans, service members, and they've provided over 2,924 scholarships so far, totaling $13 million as of right now. The next one is a student grant. Veteran grants is another one. Provides financial grants to VFW post districts and departments to assist with outreach and service to veterans on college campuses around the country. These are set up at the veterans level at the campuses. And what it is, if VFW gets in there and works with the veterans organizations in there and gets set up, they can give grants out to students that need help. So every VFW needs to get to their college campus and see if they can get set up with them, so they can get grants started in there. Help a Hero Scholarship, it was established in 2014. It's a VFW Help a Hero Scholarship, provides services for members and veterans with financial assistance. They need to complete their educational goals without incurring financial grants, through the student loan debt. Next one is student veteran support. Today, veterans can face any number of obstacles while following their education. Take advantage of all the benefits you've earned and deserve. Shouldn't be one of the, this is why we have teamed up with Student Veterans of America and Sports Clips to provide this assistance you need. Okay, the last two will be Students Veterans Support Grant. The VFW recognizes that both funding and support for our students and veterans depends on institutions of higher learning. It can often be difficult to find the VFW's Student Veteran Support Grant. Offers much needed assistance to support specific student veterans. The grant administered by the VFW Washington office focuses on supporting the overall student veteran population within the community at campuses across the country that are not affiliated with the SBA chapter. Okay, the last one is...
Turn up the mic.
I might not be close enough. You might need to turn it up, I'm a little bit hoarse.
The least technical person doing this.
Oh, I'll move it closer to my mouth. Does this help? Yes. Okay, I don't have it close to my mouth. There you go. The last one is a VFW SBA Legislative Fellowship. We have been advocating on behalf of veteran service members and their families for more than a century, and we want to share our experiences with the new generation of veteran leaders. The VFW SBA Legislation Fellowship grants exemplary students, veterans, the chance to join the VFW legislative team on Capitol Hill during the VFW Legislative Conference hosted in early spring each year. The fellows will walk around the halls of Congress educating their legislatures on the issues facing today's students, veterans, and have the opportunity to meet with policymakers from federal agencies responsible for implementing veteran policies. That's the best one that we can get, the Student Veteran Support Grant. Let them go in to see the legislators and tell them how much the grant is helping or how it's not helping, and get to restructure the bills and make it better for veterans going to college. Okay, that's the end of mine. The next one, I'm gonna let the junior vice come up and talk. I'll let the junior vice come up and talk to you about her programs. It'll be Megan. She's our junior vice. Here she is.
All right. Keep in mind, I've got to talk into the microphone. Thank you. My name is Megan Seplick. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 2002 to 2007. During that time, I was an avionics technician on Hueys and Cobras, and I was deployed once to the Iraq theater. I'm here to talk to you today about our youth programs, which I think are very exciting, and trying to get the kids involved with this great organization. The VFW promotes civic responsibility, patriotism, and supports youth and local programs in the communities across America. The first program that we have is what we call our Voice of Democracy. Each year, nearly 40,000 high school students from across the country enter to win a share of the $2.1 million in educational scholarships and incentives awarded through the VFW's Voice of Democracy audio essay competition. The national first place winner receives a $30,000 scholarship. So if you have any high school students, let them know that there is money available out there for their next step of education. But not just high schoolers. We also have what's called the Patriots Pen. Patriots Pen challenges students from grades 6 to 8 to enter to win one of 46 national awards totaling $55,000, as well as $5,000 and an all-expense paid trip to Washington, D.C. for the national first place winner. Students draft a 300 to 400 word essay expressing their views based on a patriotic annual theme chosen by the VFW Commander-in-Chief. We also have our Washington State Youth Essay. Each year, the state of Washington opens a youth essay program for students in grades 3, 4, and 5, giving these students an opportunity to start learning what is expected for the Voice of Democracy and the Patriots Pens programs. We also sponsor a Teacher of the Year. Teacher of the Year recognizes 3 exceptional teachers for their outstanding commitment to teach Americanism and patriotism to their students. The VFW recognizes the nation's top classroom, elementary, junior high, and high school teachers who teach citizenship, education topics, and promote American history, traditions, and institutions effectively. We also sponsor Veterans in the Classroom. Veterans visit students in schools and share their military experiences and flag etiquette. This is not only available to schools, we will visit any function that invites us to speak. Finally, we have the Washington State Scout of the Year. Scout of the Year selects young people who have demonstrated practical citizenship in school, scouting, and the community. Some of the programs and groups that are included in this are the Sea Cadets, Sea Scouts, Civil Air Patrol, ROTC, Junior ROTC, and the Boy and Girl Scouts. Next, I would like to invite, I didn't memorize this, our Sharon Skurlock up. She is our auxiliary commander.
Is that good?
I think it's good. Everyone here? Okay, I've been asked to speak on National Home for Children in case anyone in here didn't know about it or you need some more info. It started, well, never mind. Children, youth, and family of VFW and auxiliary members who have nowhere to turn find a safe haven on the 629-acre VFW campus in Eaton Rapids, Michigan. The privately funded facility is a living memorial to VFW and to all veterans. This safe haven is totally funded by donations from the VFW Post, District, States, and National. The origins of today's VFW National House can be traced to a 23-year-old named Amy Ross. In 1922, Ross made it her mission to help find jobs for thousands of unemployed veterans. Millionaire cattleman Corey Spencer heard of Ross's mission and gifted 472 acres of land near Eaton Rapids, Michigan, to build her vision of supporting veterans. On January 7, 1925, the VFW National Home was founded, helping to fulfill the VFW pledge to honor the dead by helping the living. Later that spring, the home welcomed its first family in an old frame farmhouse. Mrs. Pollitt and her 6 children. Pollitt had become suddenly widowed and lost her husband's military pension. Since its founding, the VFW National Home has grown from an old frame farmhouse to a sprawling campus with playgrounds, park areas, and multiple buildings, including single-family homes, a community center, and gymnasium, child care facility, guest lodge, chapel, and administrative offices. And actually, if you pull it up online, they do have some nice pictures that show exactly what it looks like. Over the years, the National Home has evolved to meet the changing needs of America's military and veterans' families. Through it all, one thing has remained constant: the National Home's commitment to honor our nation's veterans and active duty military by providing help and hope for their children and families. Throughout the school year, education staff and volunteers work closely with local schools, parents, and others who are interested in the success of National Home students. Help is available to all age groups from preschool through college and beyond. Then I've got a little blurb here about the house that we actually sponsor. Sponsored by the VFW Department of Washington and its auxiliary. Built in 1935, is a 1,620 square foot house with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, family room, dining room, laundry, and a kitchen with dining area. I never did find a picture of that, but anyway, that's what we have. It's my pleasure to reintroduce our quartermaster, Don Wishman.
So my last blurb here is about our community service. I am also the state community service chair. So the community service, VFW hosts events across America, as well as giving grants and helping large-scale volunteer events. VFW Post in our district hosts various events throughout the year, from information booths at fairs, parades, to open houses, poppy drives, all raising funds to assist veterans and their families with utilities, rent, food, and other essentials. A couple of our posts do a 5K run and golf tournaments. We're involved with funerals and memorials, celebrations of life, and provide guidance for the family members to navigate the VA system. Our district encompasses all of Snohomish County, Camino Island, and the bottom half of Whidbey Island. Hear that, Perry? The bottom half of Whidbey Island belongs to me. Our posts in our district, we have 921 in Snohomish, 1040 in Linwood, 1561 in Arlington, and then the best post in the state, 2100 right here in Everett. Post 2554 in Sultan, 7511 in Monroe, 8870 in Edmonds, and 9417 in Gold Bar. And then our newest post, post 12228 in Stanwood. They're not even a year old yet. They were chartered in November of last year. So community service for our post, we did 5,860 hours. We drove 20,280 miles. We did it with 1,072 members of the post and auxiliary. We had a dollar value of $112,000. $389,000. And we assisted 1,954 veterans in the Everett area. That is averages out to 5 veterans a day. Our district, 13,531 hours, 69,543 miles, a dollar value of $140,305, and assisted 5,521 veterans. That is 15 veterans a day. Community service is one of our big things that we are here for. And this consists of, like I said, anything from rent, utilities. Our post brought 4 homeless off the street last year. So, you know, we're all out there. That concludes that. So it is now with great pleasure that I would like to introduce our guest speaker. She is the commanding officer of Naval Station Everett. She is my favorite commanding officer of Naval Station Everett, Captain Stacy Withier.
Thank you very much. Okay, so a little bit about me. I actually enlisted in the Navy in 1995, so I didn't have money for college. And I will say that I never looked back. I was able to get my commission through the University of Washington and the Officer Candidate School. I've been to Japan twice, Italy once, both coasts, and it only took me 24 years to get back here. And I'm very excited to be here. So ladies and gentlemen and members of the VFW, good afternoon. Okay, it is my immense honor to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate a remarkable milestone, the 125th anniversary of the Veterans of Foreign Wars. This organization has a remarkable history as a beacon of support, advocacy, and camaraderie for veterans across our great nation, and I'm proud to be a part of this celebration today. I wanted to learn more about the history of the VFW, and I did, actually, just sitting in that chair right there. But one thing I'm amazed about is a small group of veterans from one war saw a need, founded an organization that would address their unique challenges and advocate for their rights, and that organization would persist for 125 years. As over the past century, the VFW has grown exponentially, becoming a formidable voice in veterans of all conflicts from World War I to the global war on terror. The mission of the VFW has always been clear: to serve our veterans, their families, and their communities. Through countless initiatives from legislative advocacy to community service, the VFW has consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to ensuring that those who have served our nation are never forgotten and always supported. This dedication is especially important in today's world, where the needs of veterans are diverse and complex as the individuals themselves. One of the most significant contributions of the VFW is its ongoing support for active duty service members. The transition from military to civilian life can be daunting for any rank and for any length of service, filled with very high uncertainties and challenges. The VFW has been at the forefront of creating programs and resources to assist those that are currently serving, helping them to navigate the complexities of military life and prepare for the successful transition to civilian roles. Whether through the mentorship programs, scholarship opportunities, there's a lot of them, or simply providing a welcoming space for those in uniform to connect and share their experiences, the VFW continues to play a vital role in the lives of active duty personnel. Here in Everett, we are fortunate to have a vibrant and supportive veteran community. The VFW Everett chapter in particular stands out as a shining example of this commitment to service and camaraderie. Since its establishment, this chapter has been the cornerstone for veterans in our area, providing a place where individuals can gather, share stories, and support one another. The Everett chapter has been deeply involved in outreach programs, assisted local veterans in assessing essential services, whether through healthcare resources, employment assistance, or simply a listening ear. Their dedication to honoring the sacrifices made by our men and women in uniform is not just admirable, it's a testament to the spirit of the VFW. The Everett chapter has forged strong connections with local organizations and businesses, working collaboratively to create a network of support for veterans and their families. Their commitment to community service is evident through the various initiatives, from organizing events to raise awareness of veterans' issues to participating in local parades, ensuring that the contributions of veterans are recognized and celebrated. As we commemorate this 125th anniversary, this also acknowledges the challenges that lie ahead. The world we live in is ever-changing, and so too are the needs for our veterans. It is a collective responsibility to ensure that the VFW remains a strong advocate for those who have served. We must continue to support efforts to address issues such as mental health, homelessness, and access to quality health care. To the members of the VFW Everett chapter, I commend you for your tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to our veteran community. Your work is invaluable. It is making a tangible difference in the lives of those who have donned the uniform. Thank you for carrying the torch of advocacy, support, and ensuring that the sacrifices made by our veterans are honored and their voices are heard. In closing, I'd like to express my greatest gratitude to all veterans present today. Your service and sacrifices have paved the way for the freedoms that we enjoy. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to our nation and your continued support to one another through the VFW. Here's to 25 years of service, support, and solidarity, and to many more years of making a difference in the lives of our veterans and their families. Together, we can ensure that no veteran walks alone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Skipper. That's a Navy term for the boss. Before we have our closing remarks, I want to announce that we are going to have a social hour from whenever we finish till about 4 o'clock when we do a drawings. As soon as the closing remarks are done, I would like to ask our post commander, our post auxiliary president, our state commander, and since the state president is not here, the state chief of staff to come forward for a cake cutting ceremony. What you've heard today is a very, very glimpse of what the VFW actually does. We are a great organization. I am proud to be a member of it. So with that, I would like to ask my friend. No, not you, Greg. my friend, my partner in crime through many, many years, our state commander, Perry Taylor.
Would you like this? Thank you, Don. Good afternoon. My name is Perry Taylor. I'm the Veteran of Foreign Wars State Commander for the Department of Washington. My eligibility into this organization is Libya, Bosnia, 2 tours in the Gulf War. I served 20 years in the U.S. Navy aboard the USS Independence, the USS John F. Kennedy, and the USS Nimitz. I'm also a Quilt of Valor recipient. As we celebrate the 125 years of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, we honor the unwavering devotion of our founders. Those who laid the cornerstone of our mission to serve veterans, their families, and our communities. Their dedication and loyalty were not just to our nation, but to our core values of service, sacrifice, and unity that defines the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Today, as we reflect on their legacy, we also look ahead. We must carry forward their passion, their commitment, and continue to be a positive force for our veterans and their families, and to strengthen our communities and stand as a beacon of support and hope. On behalf of the Department of Washington, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our community leaders, our partners, and the people who work alongside us. Together, we make an impact. God bless the Veterans of Foreign Wars, and God bless America. Thank you.
I don't know why he always wants me to salute. So now, could I have Commander Dave Eckroth, Auxiliary President Sharon Skurlock, State Commander Perry Taylor, and his gorgeous wife, Elaine Taylor, our State Auxiliary Chief of Staff, for the cake cutting ceremony. Where's the knife? Where's the knife?
Where's the knife?
Where's the knife?
That's not a knife. Get your pocket knife out, darling. This is why I asked you.
All right.
Are we all supposed to try to do this?
Yeah, Can you see this? Why don't you guys do it from this side?
Yeah.
That way they can get pictures. And I can get out of it.
Right here. You got room?
Yep.
Right.
Sherry.
There we go.
Go.
Yay.
So this concludes our ceremony. I want to thank everybody for being here and joining us for this great day.
Oh, you okay? I can't get up.
Please stay and enjoy food and talk to us and just have fun. Thank you all very much for coming.
All right, my name is David Eckroth. I am the current post commander of the 2100 VFW, and we are here today celebrating the VFW's 125th anniversary.
Hello, happy birthday to the VFW celebrating 125 years. My name is Megan Seplick. I'm the Junior Vice Post Commander for Post 2100 here in Everett. I'm just so happy to be here and be celebrating this milestone event and being part of this great organization. Thank you very much, and here's to another 125 years.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Gonick, and I am the Senior Vice Commander for VFW Post 2100 in Everett, Washington. And I am very honored to be a part of the 125th anniversary celebration this year for the VFW nationwide and globally. We were founded to take care of veterans, and there's nobody that does more for veterans than the VFW. I'm very proud of the service we provide, the people that I work with, and the great people that defend our country. Again, happy anniversary, VFW, 125th, wonderful years.
Hello, my name is Stephen Colley. I'm a member of the VFW, life member of Post 2100 in Everett, Washington. I joined the VFW in Long Beach back in 1994 after I came back from Persian Gulf on Desert Shield. A member of the VFW talked me into joining. I was on the ship with him. In 94 timeframe, the ship transferred to Everett, and that's when I joined this post up here. The VFW post has been very helpful with me. Anytime I've needed anything, I'd come here and talk to the quartermaster or somebody here, and they'd direct me where I needed to go if I needed something. Over the time, I've got used to using the web page and all that, do research, and I became pretty good at figuring things out, and now I'm moving up slowly in the organization. I help a lot of vets out. I figured out how to work the system, and I guess you'd say a little bit of a go-to person, so I'm looking to try to help vets out more than anything. That's my number one goal, is to make sure we help every vet we can, to get them to where they can function in society the way we need to function. Here at 2100, we try to keep our relief fund funded so every vet that walks in our doors can walk out with some help the best way we can help them.
Hi, my name is Don Wishman. I'm the quartermaster for Post 2100 Veterans of Foreign Wars. The 125th is a great milestone for the VFW and everything they have done. I'm just wondering if our forefathers knew what they were doing and what we would become. I enjoyed the day. I am happy to be part of the VFW, and I'm looking forward to another 125 years.